like Dirty Dog Darcy did. They say, what's your favorite Bill Murray movie? I'm torn between the first two Ghostbusters and Groundhog Day. I dig Bill. I'm a Bill Murray fan. You a Murray fan?
Yeah.
Favorite Murray movie? Is it something more recent?
It's hard for me to fucking pass Stripes.
Oh, God.
Stripes was fucking epic.
Stripes. Classic. Groundhog Day was good, too. Reference that a lot. Pinball Wizard 809 says, I know it may be a bit of a drive for you, Kevin, but have you ever been to watch the Tigers at spring training in Lakeland?
No. It's not that far. It's only 2.5 hours.
Yeah. It's past Orlando. Maybe
Yeah, but that's all. It's like Disney traffic, then it's all bumper to bumper now. I just drove that yesterday.
I let out an audible groan when I get to
Ugh.
when the express ends, and it ends right at Universal, right? So it's like that stretch of like 5 miles when it's like Universal, Disney Springs, all the parks.
Where all the hotels are, and it's just like...
Mm-hmm.
So we were going back, and there was like... Everybody's in these gigantic fucking trucks now. Mm-hmm. So there's this GMC Sierra, and it's tailgating me, and it's like I've got nowhere to go. And I have 2 questions for you. A, is the Prius the official, unofficial pace car of fucking driving on the highway? And B, have you ever been passed by a Prius? I mean, it's just like, I had this fucking white Prius that just was going like 60 and a 70, and I've got, somebody with some jacked up Cummins fucking 9.0 up my ass.
Gun rack on the back.
And finally, it was just like, and my wife like does not appreciate my driving as it is, because I'm a little, how they say, aggressive. Long story short, we went to the far right and slingshot across everyone.
3 lanes?
Yeah, I slingshot to the right 3 lanes, and then slingshot back to the left 3 lanes while going through a couple of 18-wheelers, reaching a top speed of 109. And my wife's like, and then it was like everything was behind us after that.
Open road?
Sailing. Yeah. And then this Genesis 90. It's kind of like a rip-off S-Class. It was trying to ride my ass. And so it pushed me and it pushed me and it pushed me. I was going like 90. And I said, like, I really don't want to get a fucking ticket. And there's a bend that it kind of comes up to where you're like 12, 14 miles from to get off and go to the beach. I'm like, I'm 14 miles away. I'm not going to fuck with it. So I pull over, and the guy pulls over behind me. So now it's just like he's that guy. But the minute you pull over, he's going to pull over too. And if you do happen to listen to our show, the brown Genesis 90, why did you pick that color? So
how are the Genesis?
I test drove the 90. They're a nice car.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much do they run?
I bet you now they're probably like 75, 80. I don't know. They were, because I was looking at the time, I wanted to get out of the Mustang, and Cadillac made that CT6 for a while. And it was underpowered, but it was on the Impala body, so it was a little bit bigger than, of course, the Mustang was. And I've always been a Cadillac guy. So I really liked the CT6. I was contemplating that I couldn't pull the trigger on it. But at the same time, I said, let me just because I was, I knew my car was, I was going to get a new car eventually. It ended up being 3 years later, but that 90 had just came out, and I went and test drove it.
Hmm.
And I mean, they got all the bells and whistles. It's just that, I don't know. And nothing racially against the South Koreans. I just don't know if I want to fucking drive a Hyundai.
Right. Yeah,
So.
the high-end Honda. Heading 8 is saying that there needs to be a T-shirt. My wife does not appreciate my driving. I'd buy a couple. There you go. Put him in the Mustang from the opening, and you got it.
No.